Hello and welcome to your teacher training course. We've all had previous learning experiences, and one of the reasons you're on the course might be because these previous learning experiences have been very positive and motivated you. Let's reflect on all those wonderful teachers we've had in the past. Think back to all the teachers you remember that motivated you, that really had passion for their learning and for your learning and for their teaching. What did the teachers do to make you feel the way you felt in their lessons or in their presence? These teachers don't have to have been from school. They could be your swimming instructor or your driving instructor, for example. It could be a family member that's taught you something. Think carefully about what these people did to make you feel the way you felt. Take some paper, write a list, perhaps in bullet points, about the things that these people did and how they made you feel. Put the video on pause and write your list. Okay, so now we've had time to reflect on how you felt, or how these people made you feel, and what they did to make you feel this way. What other things did these wonderful teachers do? What did they do to give you a positive learning experience and help you learn? Put the video on pause, write your list. Okay, so now what we've done is we've created a conglomeration of your perfect teacher. Those lists are a definition of what you consider to be the best teacher. Now let's try and do something a little bit more painful, the opposite. Think about the negative learning experiences you've had in the past. Think about how these teachers, in a range of different contexts, made you feel. What did they do to make you feel the way you felt? Put the video on pause and write your list. Okay. Now, think about the other things that these teachers did that did not help your learning, that did not motivate you, that did not make you feel positive about learning and prevented you from learning. What did they do? Put the video on pause, write your list. Okay, wonderful. So now we have a climb. We have at number 5, let's call it, your teacher to be, a conglomeration of all the elements of what you consider to be the perfect teacher. Let's call that number 5. At 0, we have the teacher that you don't want to be, you want to avoid being. These are going to help you lots. Right now, on that climb from 0 to 5, where would you plot yourself? Okay. Now think, from where you've decided you think you are now, if you had to move just one small step towards the number 5, what would you be doing differently in your lessons? How would you be behaving differently? If I were to observe you, what would I perceive? What would I see to notice that you are doing those things differently? Make the list. So now we have your action points to move just one small step towards the number 5, towards your teacher to be. These action points then should be measurable and should be achievable for your next lesson. After your next lesson, reflect back on these action points. Did you achieve them? How? How far did you achieve them? What were you doing differently? At the end of each teaching practice, each lesson you teach, come back to this Klein and plot where you consider yourself to be. And think about the next small step and what you need to do to move one small step closer towards your number 5, towards your ideal teacher. Use this Klein throughout the course to help you to continue to develop, but also use it after the course for the rest of your teaching career. Come back to your definitions and review and revise them. This is an organic Klein. These definitions will change over time as your perception changes as well. Add to the definitions. After the course, continue to use this Klein in order to continue to move to your concept of the teacher to be, the perfect conglomeration of the teacher that you would like to be. I hope you find this useful and enjoy the course.